There's one word, the meaning of life. Yeah. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. To clean, and then pause, fuck around. During the weekend, it starts to drop. Price opens, CME opens. It's a bearish gap. Dip your toes in and go clean. And then you don't have to short this anymore. This would maybe be the 109, the all-time high. How we doing? Let's go. So, you know, pretty much bing bong ding dong throughout the weekend. When ETH came back on, it swept the weekend high. Would have liked a little bit higher. Obviously, that high is unfinished, so that's okay. That's okay. But, you know, it did its thing. It did its thing. And we're going to see if the low gets put in today or tomorrow. Remember, we wanted the week low to be put in on a Monday or Tuesday, so we'll see. I mean, the most obvious thing would be like RTH opens and it sweeps that low, and then there's like a swing fail. But you know, if it doesn't clean the unfinished lows and then revert immediately back up, we're going to be looking for lower, as we know. Y'all ready? Thomas, you good? I know you good. What do you guys think about the YouTube? What do you guys think about the YouTube multicast? Multipass. Iruzi says that YouTube Exo setup is fire. Oh yes. Oh yes. You guys like it? Let's go. Look at this, boy. Ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. Go check it out, y'all. Only 56 of you guys are using this? That's outrageous. You're tripping. Top left, Bybit, BTC, USD. Top right, Bybit, BTC, USDT. Bottom left, OKX, BTC, USDT. Bottom right, Binance, BTC, USDT in 1440p glory. All right, put it on full screen. It should be pretty crispy. Y'all are, I don't know what you're doing if you're not using that. Blink John, Catfish, Mucka, Kasorik. I'm going to try to go back and forth between the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. Obviously, I only have the Twitch chat integrated right now. So exclamation ask a question is always going to be the best way to go about getting my attention. And yeah, so basically LPZ, what we talked about in the morning for the 15-second alpha TA was RTH opening in 7 minutes or whatever, sweeping the ETH overnight, the ETH overnight low, because you would want like the 89.9 to get cleaned as well, LPZ. So yeah, I think if it's a swing fail of like 89.9, I think that's a pretty easy long. You're gonna have to figure out what time frame is acceptable, and you're gonna, you know, obviously the RTH gap and the open and that first 30-minute candle close and how it closes is gonna be a pretty crucial giveaway as well. Here's Boogammas, but you know, we'll wait until the data changes in the first 10 minutes. So. All right. Problem is S&P is a little bit bullish. So hopefully things can change and the order flow can change. Obviously, this is pre-market Boogammas, and so it's not as reliable. But we'll see. Sounds good, LPZ. Otherwise, it's like the same shit we talked about on Friday. So Yeah, I wish it had cleaned the highs, you know, but it bing bong ding donged all through the weekend, right? It cleaned the weekend Friday high. It swung fail. Would have loved to get a little bit higher because I would have gotten all of my TPs, but give it up for the box though. Give it up for the box though. Right, LPZ? Give it up for the box. And give it up for these levels. And we talked about it for quite some time, but once you lose this level, you're gonna have a really high probability to rotate to the other side. So it did just that. We talked about on Friday how that this level has already gotten tapped once, so you don't want to long that one anymore. This one has already got tapped once, so you don't want to long that anymore. So if you were going to look for a long, that's really it. But that being said, you guys knew that on Monday or Tuesday is when we want the week low put in. So waiting for that 90K or the 85 or whatever is Gucci Magucci too. So I'm thinking maybe a swing fail first, one more pop back up somewhere, clean this, and then nuke to maybe 85 or lower next week. That would be interesting too. LPZ says it was a 15-minute SFP into a golden pocket retest of the weekend highs. Yeah, it was mathematical. Yeah, no denying that. So can't really complain too much. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday, y'all. Let's get it. I need some new clapping sounds, so I won't use it until we have that. Also, Houston, you know the one where it's like a explosion sound? Exclamation YouTube. What do you guys think about the EXO on YouTube now, ladies and gentlemen? Are y'all ready? Can you explain if longs opening and price goes up, is it bullish? Yes. Yeah. Open interest going up is confirming the move. Okay. So I think what you misunderstood was price was going down. Okay. And open interest was going up. Shorts were opening. So this is bearish. Okay, so open interest going up means that move is true. Move is true. Okay, so if the price is going up and open interest is going up, that means longs are opening, that's bullish. If price is going down and open interest is going up, that means shorts are opening, that is bearish. Okay, but that's okay. Nobody should be laughing at you, my guy. Everybody takes their own journey. Let's go! Yeah, and I want you to get caught up on the plans, Cream. But yeah, beyond this, there's no other levels. So if you're gonna long, that's the last time you would long before here. Okay, Alpeasy, tell me you have a long. Hello? Hero? I aim one says everything happened too fast to me. Okay, but you know what though? I fucking warned your asses. Chat, how many of y'all remember when I said that long, that bullish move, it's gonna be fast and quick? Y'all remember me telling you about that? Do you see the difference between this reaction and all the other lows that we've had? I told you to be prepared for a quick ass reaction. And so again, I think this is a great, I don't care. I'll say this every day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if you took the long. Okay? I don't care if you had a juicy ass short from the weekend and you still have the whole thing running right now and you didn't TP at the bottom. None of that matters to me. The only thing that I think everybody needs to concern themselves with is one, identifying levels. It's really hard to have any sort of execution or confidence if you don't have levels. Okay? Like, I don't know how long have we been waiting for 170 on Soul, chat? Okay? How long have I had those blue dotted lines, chat? Have I had any levels below 90,070 on CME? Have I had any levels? I mean, before the CME gap. This is it. We've been looking at the same shit for weeks and months, man. Okay? So, you're never gonna, the game isn't gonna be as simple as it is until you can figure out levels and edge, you know? And so, Pixel. Boy, you better quit playing with me. Imagine longing between this yellow line and the box. You stupid. You stupid. You stupid. Depending on how many ding-dongs there are, it will determine how big of a pullback we have. Pixel, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Math is math. Prepared, 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 prepared. Exclamation prepared. Hello? 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 Chat.
I said, are you strong?
All I want to, this is what I want to ask you guys. First off, what do you think about the levels that we identified, chat? What do you think about the levels that we identified? Give each other, not just me, because we identified these levels together now, okay? On a scale of 0 to 10, the way in which we identified levels, 0 to 10, what do you think? I'm talking about Thursday levels. I'm talking about Friday levels. I'm talking about levels from 2 months ago. Okay, I'm talking about levels on derivatives. I'm talking about levels on CME. All right, what do you think? What do you think? Now, Thursday and Friday and even this morning, okay, conceptually talking about, hey, it's going to bing bong ding dong during the weekend. When ETH comes back online, it's going to sweep the weekend high. Obviously, we would have liked higher for the whole cleanup, okay? But that's confluence for what? The long, right? Because that's unfinished up top. All right? But we talked about ding dong bing bong, right? I believe I drew something like this. You know, so a little bit off, okay? But, you know, and I wanted this, right? Okay, it wasn't exact, but conceptually speaking, all right, we get that. And then what do we say? Monday and Tuesday, one of these days, we get the week low, right? So I don't know if I have the low right now. All I know is I can't lose. I can't lose. Worst case scenario, I get maybe, I don't know, 30K, 40K. You know, obviously a little bit more with the soul shit too, okay? Best case scenario, I hit like a 2.2, 2.5 milli long, okay? But none of that really matters. So if I can get lucky and not get stopped out, awesome. I am already emotionally prepared to get round tripped and stopped out because I am retail and I am in the first zombie infested hallway, and you know, I'm getting a little bit sweaty, you know, so maybe I got a little bit nicked by a zombie. I don't know. I could be turning. All right. So, yeah, we're going to see how far of a pullback we have. Everybody should be anticipatory for how they want to play this, where they want to play this. Bulls, if you're in a long right now, whether you're thinking worst case scenario like me on getting round tripped or, you know, a trident or whatever, make sure that you're shaving. Oh, can we just send the scenarios for hedge short settlement? XLR, make sure you fucking with the YouTube. XLR, thank you. I'm keeping my head on a swivel here. Let's juice on this long. Settlement, my boy. I would love a bearish retest of settlement, or I would think, to be honest, value area high. I'm going to shave. So here, look, I'll be transparent with you. I'm going to shave 10% at value area low, 20% at settlement, and maybe 50% at the value area high / swing fail. Okay, that's how I would play it most likely. And that's assuming that, you know, we get away with the trident. Yes. How about SFP of 96.5? That's what I mean is, so I would have 50. I would close 50% of it between the high and the value area high. So like, you know, a little bit higher too. So this cluster right here, I would put 50%. I would close it out. Does that make sense? XLR. And so add it up, 10%, 20%, I'm at 30%, 50%. So I only have 20% running left beyond this for, you know, maybe like a hundo. Okay. And I'll probably like do another separate trade for like a bullish retest, you know, and then I rather get in again as a separate trade on the long again from there. All right. It depends on the data, XLR. You know, you should have a plan on how you would short it. Okay, did I go over like the follow through? But anyways, and so we wanted the low placed for the week on Monday, you know, today, you know. So it all starts with levels though, ladies and gentlemen. And where the fuck is LPZ, man? Where's LPZ? LPZ, what do you think, man?
The math is the math.
What do you think? I got into a couple of other longs as well, as you guys can probably imagine. But in general, Lions, what do you think? Preparation, meeting opportunity. All right, just read the data, being objective, being emotionless, and reading the data. Okay, can you tell me where people are trapped, how much, where? You know, how many millions on which exchange? It's all right here. All right, on the YouTube. So let's just go off of data, baby. You know, watch the Friday highlights. Okay, how is it that on Thursday I'm talking about, guys, I don't want it to nuke on Thursday. You know. It's much better if it nukes on a Monday or Tuesday. All right. We talked about a sweep. I mean, I don't know if you were here in the morning, but would you be angry at me if I had like a 500 Bitcoin long from like 89,420? So yeah, it really just is like, do you know what you're doing? I think it really does start with the 90,070 level on CME. If you didn't have that, I think it's hard to take longs, you know? Maybe Band-Aid says I got a better entry than the boss. That's fucking, I love it. I love it. You know, like how patient I'm going to be and the levels and, you know, I'm trying to watch derivatives and time the CME at the same time. Because for me, it doesn't matter how low derivatives go. It's all about CME. Yeah, it's Macaulay right now, but we got TP1. Maybe we get TP2 and then TP3 and we'll see. Maybe we get another live Papink. Okay. But Paul, did you hear everything that I said and what kind of prep work you can do for a potential short up here? XLR, what about you? Maybe Band-Aid, what about you? And obviously, if for somehow, some reason you get filled and it looks like a bad high, then we gotta maximize profits and most likely put stop loss behind the 382 on any sort of pullback. So maybe Band-Aid, you good? XLR says, I'm mad that you have a $100 better entry than mine. XLR, let's get it. XLR, do you feel prepared for what could be coming next? Do you have levels to the downside, levels to the upside? Do you feel confident about your TPs? All right. Do you feel like if it just straight on blasts through and it's headed towards 97.5, for example, that instead of getting got and just immediately FOMO adding, you know what kind of bullish structure that you would look for? I mean, just based off of this and shit, you know, like the stuff that we talk about, if we're talking about we don't get bullish on penetration, we get bullish on the retest, isn't there a big ass box that we could all agree on and say, hey, it would be nice if we turn that into support? I'm just saying. So like, and at the same time, let's say that you do get an SFP short. Well, if it doesn't nuke straight through that box, then you're going to be probably going to have to sit there for a failed auction. Am I right? So if it goes up and if it SFPs, we're good. If it doesn't SFP and we have to wait for a failed auction, we're good. During all of this, we'll be monitoring open interest to see top longs or how many shorts got squeezed out. We'll see if there's any hidden CVD or regular bear div Sounds good. Maybe a little bit of RSI, shwiggity shwang shwang. It's 40 minutes until CME comes back online. So you got to be thinking to yourself, man, it would be really nice to like get near that box and make another bad high so that when ETH comes back, we could just clean that hoe. And what if it just gaps and goes? So, you know, there's the bullish way that it could swing fail with CME, and there's the bearish way that it could swing fail. So just those are like the 6, 7, 8 sort of scenarios that you just need to look, you know, go through your mind and what the data would look like. And then if you see it, trust it. If you don't, there's nothing that you can really do. So if you're already in a long, not that big of a deal. If you don't want to hedge short, if you're really, really bearish and you want to hedge short, but you don't see any of the edge, then you might as well wait. So you think we good? Fabian says, Kimba, you think 89 was everything and now we go up? So Fabian, not necessarily, Fabian. For me to really feel like this is bullish, it's got to get above 97.5. Young Soon, he reaping. I told you guys that it was going to crab while I was here. And then as soon as it's ready for me to time to go, volatility. You know, the way that I would take a short or not take a short is exactly how we've done it the last 3 years. Okay? Exclamation rewind. Exclamation YouTube. All right? Exclamation Discord. All right? You do realize that there's hundreds of people that have better longs than me. All right? And so, especially young lion cubs, if you look at those sub badges, okay? If you see somebody that's been rocking and rolling with me for 8 months, for 10 months, for 12 months, for 16 months, for 18 months, doesn't matter what you think about them personally. You could hate them for all I care. You got to show respect. Okay? Because they've seen some shit. You know, and maybe your personal interpretation is they're not as good as their opinion, doesn't matter, but you better put some respect on that time spent shit. Best believe. All right, because they've seen some shit, you know, shit that you will take 8 weeks still from now to see. All right. So, you know, just keep stuff like that in mind. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is if you, there's the real value is in the community, y'all. Okay. A lot of people, trade very differently than I do and still juicing. All right. A lot of people use completely different indicators or tools than I do, still juicing. All right. Believe in different strategies and risk management than I do, still juicing. All right. Everybody kind of has to have their own journey and progression to figure out what works for them. All right. I'm here for every one of you guys until you figure it out. All right. But you've got to want it too. Nah. Hey, what'd you guys think about the stream today? Give me a score between 0 and 10. YouTube simulcast, Exo, quad view. So what do you think? I'm going to dip because Young Soon is activating project manipulation and I got to go work out and I got to put in this leg day. Okay. But I really do genuinely believe, okay, not some corny shit. I think a lot of you guys stand a really good shot to either take the swing fail or the failed auction if there is edge. Whether it's top longers, whether it's shorts getting squeezed, whether it's structural edge, okay, whether it's divergence, you know, just like this long, your invalidation is going to be the low. So this will be the high, you know, and shout outs to Paul, shout outs to XLR. A lot of people asking great questions. It always starts with identifying levels. All right. Hopefully you guys have single prints, imbalances. Let me show you guys the RTH. single prints and naked point of controls to the upside, okay? So you've got untapped naked point of control. This is RTH levels. RTH, untapped naked point of control at 96855. Another one at 97540. And the single print that we've been eyeing for months, 100,350. Okay, and then you've also got that funky gap up there. All right, but level to level. Okay, to the downside, you've got 93,790 single print at 92,720. All right, and then the Trident, I guess, at 91.3. Yeah, that's it. You know, I think you guys are in good shape. Okay, if there's something that happens, whether it's an SFP or failed auction, and you miss it, or you get stopped out, or you round tripped, like if you want, jot down, or maybe even don't wait for the stream to start. Go into Discord and start talking about how you could have done better, or what happened. Focus on what you could have done better. Was there a div that you missed, or was there not a div? Was there not enough edge to short? Basic things like, what if there is no open interest and CVD edge, but it's a swing fail? Are you going to take it? What if you get open interest edge and you get, everything that you want, except for the high is not good? It's a bad high. What are you going to do? What are your levels that you're looking at? Sounds good? And, there's so many things that we could talk about ahead of time, but at the end of the day, when the bullets are starting to fly, the response, the muscle memory, the immediate response that your brain goes through, that's you. That's the core, and that's what you want to focus on, trying to improve every single opportunity. So that's it. I will see if we can juice up. I'm going to continue to try to do better. Mr. Logo, you good? Vanilla, you good? Now imagine if we take this template, and instead of Bitcoin CME, you guys want to take a look at Amazon. You want to see where the Amazon single print is. Okay? You want to know where Amazon Boogammas are. Okay? You want to know, you want to see, you don't need this, okay? But you want to see this shit, maybe, right? For Amazon. And you want to see this shit for Amazon, right? Well, imagine if the NFT people, right? If you could go to the stream and type in exclamation Amazon, exclamation Meta, exclamation Alphabet. And for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, it changes for them. We've already talked about all these things, all right? But sorry for the long answer. That was to basically answer your question about, can we have the avatars on YouTube? The answer is no. Not yet. Give me some time. But we might have a bunch of these motherfuckers walking around on the bottom. And maybe enjoy having a little bit more space for the charts. All right, exclamation weeks, exclamation giveaway. Please make sure you're signed up on weeks using the referral link. Okay, exclamation weeks. All right. Hey, love you guys. Stay safe. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.